Good morning, Alicia. How are you today?
Good morning. I'm doing great. And how are you?
Good, good. So thanks so much for coming on the Oasis Show. And you have some a really exciting program that's happening right now in your business. But first, I want everyone to know what it is that you do and where your business is located. So tell us a little bit about Upfront Cosmetics.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you for having us today. We're really excited to chat with you. My name's Alicia Sharp. I founded Upfront Cosmetics just about a year ago. So, we're based out of Nakawik, New Brunswick, and we focus on solid hair care. So, shampoo bars and conditioner bars. Each bar replaces 2 to 3 bottles of your liquid shampoo or conditioner.
And you and I have known each other for about a year now.
We
Um,
have, yeah.
so how about maybe tell a little bit of a background because you have a little bit of a history of why you have a really great why around this, around your business, and I love hearing the why story. So maybe tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, for sure. Upfront Cosmetics started about a year ago, but about 2 years before that, I started a business called Handmade by Alicia. It started when my oldest son, Eli, was just a baby, and I couldn't find products that I felt safe using on him. Ultimately, that ended up being shampoo. That was the one thing I really couldn't find that I felt safe using on him. So yeah, it grew from there, and a year ago we rebranded into Upfront Cosmetics.
And why did you decide to do that rebrand? What was kind of
Um,
what made you jump?
so we really just found that our unique value in the market was with shampoo bars and how we were doing that. We're very transparent in everything we do. We don't use any sulfates, parabens, any synthetic fragrances. I don't use anything in the bars that I don't feel safe using on my kids. And I couldn't find that anywhere else. And we found that was the one unique thing we were doing out of all the things we were making.
Yeah, it's quite an impressive product, and I know that you've worked really hard, to kind of build that brand and get it to where it is today. Um, so, I mean, one of the reasons why we kind of founded this Oasis show is because we couldn't, meet face to face with our mentors and our mentees, and we wanted to tell the stories of all great businesses across the province. Um, so we can't not do this without talking a little bit about the COVID, as I call it, and kind of how it has affected your business, if it has at all, and how you see the future, kind of working for you.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've definitely been affected by COVID. We sell mostly on a wholesale scale. So we sell to other stores. So we have 92 stores across North America that carry our bars.
Okay.
Currently, sadly, most of those stores are closed or operating at a very limited capacity. So we took a very quick shift to online. So B2C, right to our consumer sales. And as soon as we did that, we launched a program with Boys and Girls Club Canada called One for One. So, in an effort to try to help other families that might be struggling right now, for every single bar that we sell, we're donating one back to a Boys and Girls Club across Canada.
And was that something that you had in the works, or was that something that you just, said, I need to do something, this is what I can do?
So, we had something similar in the works, not to this scale, but the opportunity presented itself that it was with the switch to mostly consumer sales that it just made sense. And we've always been really committed to giving back. So it was an opportunity that we had to be able to give back and to continue to give back.
Okay. So how is this program working? I know we had you featured in our Monday market this past Monday, but how can people get involved and be able to be a part of this program?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's really simple. Just every bar that's bought on our website, we take the logistics out of it for Boys and Girls Clubs. So once a week, we ship out packages to their clubs. So we're shipping directly to them so they don't have to worry about the logistics of getting them to individual clubs. But you can buy them right on our website, upfrontcosmetics.ca, and every single bar that we sell, we're donating one back.
And that's fantastic and good for you that
Thank you.
um, you know in times like this, sometimes we're very quick to put our walls up and say, this affects me and I need to protect what's mine. But we're seeing more and more businesses like yours say, I want to be able to do something bigger than, than myself, and reaching out and doing this for the charities. So how does that work? So for example, if I'm in Miramichi, does the bar come back to Miramichi, or does it just go to a club in general?
So it just goes to a club in general. Right now we're working with the community engagement directors, and we're sending the first bars are going to the hardest hit clubs. So some of them went to some places in Toronto. Our
Okay.
first box went to the one in Fredericton. So they're trying to hit, because not all of the clubs are open. So
Right.
logistically, trying to get them to each individual club when some of them aren't open doesn't make sense. So we're holding some of the packages we're holding for them when they're open, which hopefully in New Brunswick will be sooner rather than later.
Mm-hmm. So why was this so important to you?
Honestly, just as I mentioned before, I'm a mom, and I know how much I've seen other families struggling right now, and being able to have a business myself and give back during this time is just really important. And just being able to take one little thing off people's mind, that little
Mm-hmm.
necessity that I can't imagine not being able to get for my kids. It was just really important that we did something bigger to help.
Yeah, something so simple as a
Right.
shampoo bar, right? I mean, and no one should have to want for that, right?
Absolutely.
So, so looking forward into the future of, in as we move into recovery now, as you mentioned, New Brunswick, we may be open sooner rather than later. Other provinces may take some time. Um, we're all talking about this new normal and, our COVID recovery plans. Do you foresee your business going back to what it was, before March 19th when the state of emergency hit? Or do you have plans on moving forward and being able to pivot?
Yeah, I think we would all like to realistically think that someday we're going to turn a light switch on and it's going to go back to
Hmm.
pre-COVID lockdowns, but we are planning on pivoting. Our plan and what we have in the works is to be widely available at grocery stores and pharmacies. The one thing that we're seeing right now is a lot of the stores that we were previously available at aren't considered necessities, so they're not open. And what we
Right.
really want is clean beauty to be available and clean products to be available on a wide scale. So
Hmm.
going with that, we are planning on being in bigger grocery stores. So Shoppers, those kind of things is what we're aiming for.
Hmm. And do you find that people, how receptive have people been, to going from, like, as you say, the B to C, where people could normally go into a store, and they had that kind of that middleman, and
Yeah.
now they have to go directly to you. How receptive have people been to go directly to you?
They've we've honestly been super fortunate, and I say this a lot, but we probably have the best customers. If they have questions, they ask, they're used to their little local shops, and when we can, we're still sending them to them. If they're doing curbside pickup, I would much rather see our customers go buy from them and support another business too.
Yeah,
But in the circumstances where they can't, we absolutely will accept their orders online. So
yeah,
yeah.
that's awesome. So what, I mean, you're young, you have a new business, you have a young family. Do you have any tips or tricks, for any of the other, business owners out there that, may be still struggling, to try to pivot or to try to see kind of the silver lining out of this? Do you have any words of advice for them?
Yeah, absolutely. I think just staying true to what you were doing before. We see a lot of businesses doing big pivots where now they're making hand sanitizer or they're making masks, and that's great, but that's not realistic for a lot of us. We just aren't set up to do that. So I think just staying true to what you're doing and reach out for help when you need it. I mean, we have a great program available to us through Oasis, and there are tons of business mentors in the province. And just reach out when you need help, because there's lots of people that are available to help and want to help.
Awesome, awesome. So just really quickly again, people can just pop on your website, and when they buy a bar, one bar will be given.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Alicia, and I wish you
Perfect.
all the
Thank you.
best.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.